Hey everyone, it's your friend Todd coming at you from Southwest New Hampshire. Just doing a little quick video. Actually, I think I'm gonna take my glasses off because I seem to be getting a little background glare here. So excuse me a minute while I take my spectacles off. Anyways, yeah, that's better. I'm not gonna be reading anything anyways, and I am trying out this new neck holder here. I don't know if you can see that right there. I had it for a little. Oops, sorry. That was my hand in there. There we go. Now we're back in the business. Thought I'd give I had it for a little while and I forgot about it. I set it aside and I'm like, oh hey, why don't I give this a try and do a video? And it holds your cell phone here, around your neck, kind of do a little selfie thing, although needs a little adjustment there. But anyways, yeah, that looks better. There we go. So I hope you don't mind me playing around with this thing while I start my video off. Anyways, I just wanted to say hello to a new friend and subscriber I got on my channel. I met today, this evening. Excuse me. Today being Saturday, March 5th, my wife and I went out shopping today and went to Home Depot, and there's a store here in our local town called Horse and Buggy Feeds as well. And my wife had given me a gift certificate to our local bookstore, the Toadstool Bookshop it's called. I'll give the info and everything down in the description box of the video. Anyways, and I hadn't used the gift certificate yet. So we went to Burger King, had some lunch, and went over to kind of a late lunch, but anyways. And I went over to a little shopping at the bookstore. And I met my friend, and my new friend, and subscriber to my channel, Connor, there at the bookstore. He works at the bookstore. And so shout out to Connor. Hey, Connor. And I was heading over towards the history section, and as well as the religious section too. I wanted to see what they had anything new for C.S. Lewis or whatever, and check out the sale table in the history section and stuff. So I get over there and I'm looking, and he's doing some work over in the history section. He turns to me and he says, "Excuse me, may I ask your opinion on how you would set up the history section?" And I had to admit, I was like, of all times I've gone shopping in the bookstore, that was the first, that was the first time I've been asked my opinion on how to set up the shelf, in the books, in the history section. And of course I was delighted, a little bit on the spot, put on the spot, but I was delighted because I love history. I'm a history buff, and I was like, "Oh, hey, okay." So we started a nice conversation. I was like, "Well, I'd start, and I won't give you the whole conversation, word for word, but I was like, history. It depends upon how you want to go. It was like you can do it numerical. Like say the American history section. Okay, you could start off on one shelf with everything starting talking about early American history. From 1603, to the 18th century, then into the 19th century. That kind of thing. Or you could just, lump all American history into one section, and maybe go by just the century, say, 17th century, 18th, 19th, 20th century. Of course, the 17th century, could also be put in with, say, England and European history and that kind of thing. So, but so technically, I mean, 18th century, you could start off with American history. I said to him, they also have a section just for military history. So, I mean, that covers a lot of ground too. Depends upon how much you want to put in there, how specific you want to get. That one you could definitely go. I was like, you could get, go by year, or you could just go by wars, which is kind of, if you go by wars, it's kind of technically, you know, by year or century or whatever. But, that covers a lot of, history over the centuries, just military history. I mean, from, ancient Egypt, and the Phoenicians, the Roman Empire, the Greeks, and so forth, and on through the Crusades, and all the medieval and the wars and stuff through the Middle Ages and the medieval period and so forth. So yeah, and on into modern warfare and so forth. So that covers a lot of ground. And so then they just have like a general history section, and I said, well, maybe you could start like do one section starting off and with ancient history, which covers a lot, not just wars and conflicts, but I mean there's other things about history. A lot of people seem to think that I think in some respects that history only covers wars and conflicts, and it doesn't. There's a lot of other things about history, inventions and how they built things and how they lived and what they wrote, and so forth, and what they built. I mean, we got talking. I said, one of the seven wonders of the world that, I think it was Socrates. I think I'd have to look it up. I don't remember so much history that I try to cram into my head. Sometimes I don't remember. Wrote like a tour guide of the seven wonders of the world. At the time, back then, and the only one still standing today in the 21st century is the Great Pyramid of Giza. But so and I said, you could go into that. Then you could go into, I mean. And world history covers so much because you have, history of China, Japan, and in Asia, Thailand and so forth, and all their history as well, ancient to present, all Western culture and so forth, their history from ancient to now, as well as the Middle East and Israel. I mean, there's, religious history, as well, from, the Holy Bible and other religions as well, Judaism and Islam, Hinduism and so forth, and all their, I mean, there's a lot of history there as well, Christianity, especially, I'm, as you may have gathered by how I end my videos, I am a Christian. And so, there's a large, broad spectrum there. And, I mean, you could really, fine tune it and nitpick it right down to, real detailed as to how you want to organize, the books and so forth. But, in some respects, I said, well, I wouldn't get, too detailed. I mean, maybe just, you'll go by century, or something, ancient to, whatever, like first century, second century, and so forth. So that was me waving my hand there, genuflecting. So we had a good conversation. I really enjoyed it. I hope he will watch this video after I post it, and Maybe catch up with him again, either in the store or whatever. Talk with, have more of a chat and conversation. Maybe have a cup. Well, I don't drink coffee. I'll have a cup of tea, and he can have coffee if he drinks coffee. Get together and hang out. But anyways, it was good talking with him. And anyways, and if you live in my area and you're watching this video, I recommend the Toadstool Bookshop for your reading needs. They have a store here in Keene. They also have a location in Peterborough, New Hampshire, and Nashua, New Hampshire as well. So they have 2 other locations as well. So if you live in the Nashua area or Peterborough, New Hampshire area, go check them out. They got a good selection. The Keene one, our Keene location, has a little small like coffee shop and stuff in it. I don't know about the other 2 locations. I don't know if they have like a little, like coffee shop in it or not in the location. So, but they have a good selection of books. I'm always up for reading. I recommend people read. I know we got, our computers and Kindle and whatever else, or phones and stuff, but sometimes, you know what? The old-fashioned paper book is just as good and just as enjoyable and just as portable, but sometimes, at least for me, it's easier on the eyeballs, because after a while, looking at screen or whatever, the old eyeballs get a little tired reading. So that's why I still buy books. Oh, and I did buy 3 books with my gift certificate. Before I forget, I was going to tell you about that. I got some good books. The last time I read this book was in high school, and and I believe we had to do a book report on it. Anyways, was the Red Badge of Courage, and they had that on sale. Excuse me, I got an itch. I also got a C.S. Lewis book called Surprised by Joy by C.S. Lewis. And I'm looking at my book. The other one I bought, so I get the name right, title right, is Honor in the Dust by Gregg Jones. And I put the titles and the authors in the description box too, if you want to check them out for yourself. And Honor in the Dust is about Theodore Roosevelt, war in the Philippines, and the rise and fall of America's imperial dream. So I thought I'd check it out. Like I said, I enjoy history, so we'll see. See how it is. So right now I'm reading a book. I'm reading actually a couple of books actually. Sometimes that's my problem. I get reading more than one book, and it sometimes takes me a while. But I'm almost finished with one book, history book about It's called the Forgotten 500, and that's about rescuing the rescue mission of 500 Allied pilots in World War II out of Yugoslavia that were shot down, and whose planes were shot down on bombing missions to Romania, to the Ploesti oil fields in Romania. And it's been a really good book, and really enjoying it. Learned a lot. Never heard about it before over the years in my study, and what I knew of World War II and studied of World War II. My father served in World War II. That's another story for another day. And so it was really good. I'm also almost finished with Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth. That was a good one. That's a good one. And I'm also reading Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. So that's been good. I love a good mystery novel. Agatha Christie is wonderful. I've watched a lot of her the TV shows from PBS Mystery Theater, and and enjoyed those. So and I did. I'll try and remember to put those other book titles and stuff in the description as well, the ones I'm reading. Anyways, I did order also a book while I was there. Of course, everybody's seen the movie, the original, and then the remake they did, 4 or 5 years ago, I think it was, or whatever. But I never read the book. They had a copy of it there, but it was one of them small, mass-produced, published books with really, compact, small print, and I was like, eh. Sometimes even with my glasses, I have a hard time reading those. So, anyways, it is the book that I ordered from, at the store was with a little larger, better, easier to read print. Is Ben-Hur, by Lou Wallace? I think it is the author. Anyways, loved the movie with Charlton Heston. Good movie. Like I said, really enjoyed it. The remake, the remake movie was good. I still like the original better, but it's just me. Anyways, that's another addition that I will, work on reading as well. So anyways, also, I just wanted to say hello to Nana Grace, my friend. How are you doing? I'm still watching your videos, enjoying them. And by the way, on your one video about not being a very good vlogger, I think you're doing a great job with your channel. And I've been enjoying your videos. And so just wanted to say a shout out to you and Jim. Hope you guys are doing well out there in Western New York. And everybody go and see Nana Grace. That's the name of her channel, Nana, Nonna, Grace, and check her channel out. And so we'll see you guys later. That's all I have to say. Again, we'll catch you around, Connor. We'll see you at work or for more chatting. Anyways, we'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of your weekend. Take care of yourselves. God bless you all. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May He make His face shine upon you and give you peace. And think warm weather. About had it with cold weather and snow. Ready for it. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video. And remember, if you like my video and you just can't get enough of this handsome face, like this video, hit the subscribe button, and look for more videos down the road. I am also planning on doing some videos on some some religious subjects. Little thought-provoking videos on Fatima and the miracle of Fatima, Lady of Guadalupe miracle, as well, and the Shroud of Turin I'm going to do a video on upcoming, as well as the Lady of Lourdes as well. I find these things fascinating, even though I'm not Catholic. I still find them fascinating, interesting, and so forth. I like archaeology. I like a good mystery. I like history. I find this stuff very, very interesting. So look for those videos coming up, as well as other videos that I will be making. Also, support your farmers. I'm going to do another video, a farm story, coming up. I did it last weekend. I deleted it because I didn't like the way I did the beginning. So, I'll be doing that video. So, redoing that video. I got a little busy this week, so I didn't wind up redoing that video. So look for that video as well. Again, support your farmers, you know, help them out local and nationwide, like I said in my other video. And I think that's it. I'm done talking. Okay, we're out of here. Stay warm, stay healthy, take care of yourselves out there, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.